asbestos insulation of the boiler's been removed. You can see, looking at the steps up there, there's about a 2-inch gap. That was filled with asbestos in a brick form, tied with wires around the boiler. And of course had a thin metal cover over it. That's what people saw in pictures of the locomotive. On the sand dome up there, you can see a little gap between it and the boiler, and that was the thickness of the insulation there. The fireman's job would hose that deck down and blow it air dry and clean the back of that boiler head. The whole inside of the engine was immaculate. You had to get the squirt hose and air hose out and clean the cab out. We kept those cabs, they had steel deck, and you could eat off them. Federal regulations required the steam engine, I think it was every 5 years they had to have what you call a hydraulic test. They would fill the boiler with water completely and raise the pressure way above the normal pressure. So if anything broke, there wouldn't be an explosion because water is incompressible. They would call that a hydro. At the same time, they would have to inspect all the asbestos insulation. We called it lagging. When they did that, the roundhouse would be filled with asbestos, a cloud of asbestos fog. And the people working there they'd have to just plug up your nose. Nobody thought anything about it. One of my good buddies, he's about 9 months older than I am, and I don't know, he was exposed to a lot more than I was. He's still alive down in Colorado with his son.